everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one video that I feel so blessed to make. I hope you have time to listen to my testimony and my journey of being a mother of two. My purpose of making this video is one, for my child. I hope that one day you see this video and see how much you were loved even before you were born. My second reason for making this video is to encourage any couple or any woman out there seeking for the fruit of the womb. May God meet you at the point of your need, and may you also testify. I would make this video in different segments. First, I would share my manifestation, my testimony, finding out I am pregnant, and how amazing the journey has been. First, my manifestation. In 2021, I had my son. I got pregnant in 2020. While me and my husband was looking for a name, we decided on a baby girl's name because women in my family, they have baby girls first before having baby boys. I just honestly felt like this was also going to happen to me, and I was just so sure that I was having a girl. But to my surprise, God has his own ways of doing things. I became like one of the first women in my family to have a boy as a first child. So God blessed me and my husband with a baby boy. We're so grateful to have him and we love him so much. So when we knew the gender of our baby, we already had the baby girl's name. So if you follow me on Instagram and other social media accounts, even here on my YouTube, I have featured my son a couple of times. You would know my son's name is Dionys. Dionys' name was inspired by the baby girl's name that we initially had to name our baby girl. So this name has always been a part of our family. Me and my husband, we would always talk about our baby girl like she's already on earth with us, even before we thought of trying for a second baby. So after God blessed us with DNA, we had a conversation and we knew that we wanted a second baby. Honestly, I would have been very grateful if I got pregnant while Dionys was 6 months, even 3 months, even 1 month. This was how much I wanted a second baby. But we started trying in 2022 and it just didn't happen for us. Literally months after months, I kept on having negative pregnancy results, and it just never happened until the end of the year. 2022 ended without us having a positive pregnancy test, but there was something. I look back at it right now and I am just so amazed at how God revealed himself to me even when I didn't realize that he was doing that. I literally manifested the whole time that I was trying to get pregnant. I was writing notes on my phone, I was writing notes on my diary, I was talking about my child. I literally didn't just manifested my child, I manifested the gender I wanted, and I was speaking to my child like I had already knew her. Yes, I wanted a baby girl. we have a son. A girl would complete our family. And honestly, I would have been happy with the baby boy as well, but I was writing to my baby girl without even being pregnant. I would show some of the notes I wrote for her, especially the ones on my phone. In one note dated November 2022, I wrote, "Dear God, please bless me with a second child." Here is the note dated November 1, 2022. Now let's go to my iPhone. Currently, these are my notes. I am going to scroll down to 2022 notes. Here they are, and it is one of the notes that I had written down. Here it is. I'm gonna open it, and here it is. I am going to keep this note forever if I can. On another note, I wrote, "Manifesting my second child. Dear God, thank you for your loving kindness. I have prayed, hoped, and wished for a sibling for my son. I dream to be a mother again. Father Lord, may my dream come true. In Jesus' name, amen." I have written lots of notes like this the whole of 2022. I manifested twins, but strongly I was manifesting a baby girl, and the baby girl felt more realistic than me manifesting twins. I've always loved twins, and I know that I'm putting it out to the universe right now, because I know that one day I will look back at this video and that day I would have had my twins. This is how manifestation works. So universe, hear me, twins. So the whole of 2022, my husband and I, in several conversations, like since 2020, even when we found out we were having a boy, even when we had him, why we love him, we kept on talking about his sister. So she felt just so real. At the end of 2022, there was no pregnancy. So by January 2023, convinced my husband that we should see a gynecologist. At the beginning of 2023, around January 3rd or 4th, I visited a gynecologist, and my first appointment, I was alone. I spoke to him about me and my husband trying for a second child, and I informed him that I already have a son who is now 2 years old, and we feel ready to have another child. My purpose of visiting him was because I know the famous saying that after 1 year of trying to conceive on your own naturally, you should see a gynecologist for some advice. So he gave me a series of tests to take, and he also asked that he wanted to meet my husband. So the second appointment, my husband joined me. He met me and my husband. We had conversations about our health. He gave my husband a test as well. I will show you guys few videos I made during this journey. I'm told to lie down for 20 minutes. I don't know why. It's my first time doing one of these tests, so the lab nurse, I don't know what they're called, she told me that I have to lie down for 20 minutes before they take my blood, I think. So I don't know. And for this test, you don't eat before doing this test as well. So I haven't eaten, and as I said, I would update you guys as it goes.
I'm sorry. You make any treatment for
Fertility?
huh?
For what?
For anything, for you have anemia or anything? Huh?
No, I don't. Why?
It's for operation.
This?
No, this analysis. It's for
No, it's
you
for
have-
fertility.
Okay.
I couldn't film the process of this scan because it was very personal and private, but I got the results immediately, and I just want to say this test was quite difficult and painful compared to the first one. I don't understand anything about the results, but my gynecologist would explain it to me. Right now, I just see a lot of normal written everywhere, so I feel hopeful that everything is fine. So, you guys have seen all of those videos. They all happened in the beginning of the year 2023. After all the tests the gynecologist wanted us to take, we got the results and we met him again for another appointment, and he informed us that we both have perfect health, we have zero infertility issue, and he just encouraged us to keep trying. For me, this was very heartbreaking. I know that it's an amazing news finding out that neither me nor my husband had fertility issue, but the only solution the gynecologist could offer was just keep trying, and I feel like that's what I have been doing the whole of 2022. So I just kind of like lost hope. My husband, on the other hand, was very positive. He kept on telling me that pregnancy happens when you don't think about it. Not just pregnancy, it was basically just telling me that life works in a way whereby sometimes things come to you when you don't expect them, when you don't pressure yourself about them, they come to you. So my husband encouraged me that it's going to happen, like we should just take the gynecologist's advice, just keep living, and when it happens, it happens. That's what the gynecologist said, because he couldn't treat an issue that wasn't there. So I started looking for support online, and this was where I learned of the term secondary infertility. Secondary infertility happens to a lot of women. It's the ability of having difficulty to conceive after you have previously had a child. And although my case wasn't secondary infertility because the doctor didn't diagnose me with any infertility issue, I just kind of related to the struggle of these women. I felt very lonely. I couldn't share what I was going through with people, because I mean, who am I to complain? I am already blessed with one child. If I'm complaining or feeling sad, what should a woman who has not had any child do? So it was a very lonely journey for me. But I learned a lot. This journey made me even feel very grateful for our son, and I kept on manifesting and journaling about our baby girl. On January 8th, I wrote a note. This time I mentioned a name. It was just like few days after our appointment with the gynecologist, and I wrote her this beautiful notes. I literally cried so much, and honestly, reading it right now, carrying my baby girl just made me realize that manifestation is really just real. Like, it's real. If you're watching this video, I am making this video currently 9 months pregnant with her, the same one I wrote about. I am so emotional right now. It still feels very, very unreal, honestly. And the thing is that after February, I just took the advice of my husband. I stopped obsessing about being pregnant. I was traveling and I had a lot of work to do as well, and getting pregnant was, of course, I was still dreaming of a child, but it wasn't as, it's like, I don't know how to say it. It wasn't consuming me like before, and God kept on sending me signs that your baby is coming. So in February, I received a message from a friend. I have never discussed having a second child with her. I have never discussed trying to get pregnant with her or experiencing difficulties conceiving with her. But she sent me a message that she had a dream that I got pregnant, and I'm like, oh my God, amen. Thank you so much. It was really an amazing message. So here is the message. Also around February, March, I was on the phone with my sister one day, and my sister was like, oh, I had a dream that you were pregnant with a baby girl. I'm like, oh, I want the baby girl. So I had like these two people who had a dream. I was on vacation in Paris in March 2023, and I got a gift. It has nothing to do with the dream of my sister or my friend. At the time of purchasing this gift, I couldn't even remember that my sister had a dream, or my friend wrote me on Instagram that she had a dream I was pregnant. I already had the habit since, I think, 2019. When I got married, I started collecting things for my children, even when we were not trying to get pregnant. By the way, for my son, we didn't try to get pregnant. We were just pregnant with him, and that was what made the second time even more difficult for me, because the first time was so easy, and the second time, even if it's not difficult compared to what so many women experience in terms of infertility, I struggled a lot. Like, I struggled whenever I see the negative pregnancy test. I would cry, I would hurt, because I really just wanted a child at that time. So since 2019, I have been purchasing baby stuff randomly when I see them and like them. And after I had my son, I started purchasing baby girl stuff. So I've gotten a couple of baby girl stuff since 2021, but in 2023 I was manifesting a lot. I was feeling the child to be way more real. And in March, while I was in France for vacation, I purchased a little cute gift for her. and I sent my husband a picture of it, and I said with a name. This was the 12th of March 2023. Now, after this time, life just went back to normal. Now I am going to talk about finding out I am pregnant. Another reason why we planned for our second baby was because my first pregnancy, I drank a lot of alcohol and I had a lot of sushi before finding out I was pregnant. It was just after COVID-19 quarantine. We went on vacation and I had a lot of mojitos while on vacation, and sushi is one of my best meal. I had a lot of sushi the whole time I was pregnant, and I didn't know. I found out almost at 2 months pregnant. So this time around, when I was trying to conceive, I was testing a lot. Like, I was testing like weekly. I know that you're not supposed to test that way, but I didn't want to get pregnant and eat sushi and drink wine. But anyways, that was what happened to me at the end of the day, because in May 2023, which was when I found out I was pregnant, I was no longer consumed about getting pregnant. I was busy with my life, and one day I was having a lot of pain, like a lot of pain in my breasts, the same pain I felt when I decided to take a pregnancy test with my first pregnancy. Prior to my first pregnancy, I've never bought a pregnancy test in my life. So literally, I had so much pain, I had to go get the pregnancy test that day. With this pregnancy, because I was already trying in 2022 and January of 2023, I had pregnancy test at home. So I immediately took a test, and I filmed a reaction of taking the test and finding out I am pregnant. I'm gonna show you guys a little snippet of that as well.
You said it and you've done it, God. You said it and you've done it. Oh my God. I am freaking out, guys. I just did the pregnancy test and it seems like it's positive. I've been waiting for a positive for a very long time. Oh my God. I need to take another test with another brand. God, please, God, please, God. The plus means pregnant. It's just coming with the weeks. Oh God, I am so grateful. 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 I prayed for this, God. I asked that you gave me, God. I am so grateful. I am so grateful.
Yes, that was my reaction. I was really so happy. I found out May 11th at exactly 6 p.m. that I was pregnant. And what was amazing, that just made me in our way of God, was that earlier that day, I'm gonna show you guys a chat I had with my husband. I was planning a trip to Nigeria, and I'm like, oh, we should buy a house in Nigeria in my son's name. And I went back to say to my husband, no, we should buy a house in my son and our daughter's name. So as I said earlier, my husband and I, we were already familiar with this name. We speak about her like she's already a part of us. So earlier that day, I had already mentioned a name with no idea that I was already 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. Oh my God. I was like, wow, God is amazing. I had a bag where I stored my pregnancy tests. These are the tests I took over the months, and ovulation kits, where they are. I had so many negative that I literally could not believe the positive. So yes, I am pregnant. I am pregnant, and now to the journey of my pregnancy. As usual, I have traveled a lot throughout this pregnancy. I've gone to Nigeria. It's the first country I went to. I was already planning a trip to Nigeria before I found out I was pregnant. I have gone to France. I have gone to Italy. I have just explored so many cities while traveling, and I really want to thank God for the strength He has given me during this pregnancy. Even though I am carrying a baby girl, to be honest, I read a lot of articles online that baby girls and baby boys, they're very, very different pregnancy symptoms. For me, my symptoms felt literally similar. With my son, I traveled to 6 countries and 11 cities up until I was 8 months pregnant. After 8 months pregnant, airlines do not allow you to travel. With this baby, it was the same. I traveled from May until November, and now we're in December. I'm nesting, organizing a little pink corners, and we're just waiting for her to show up and bless us. Honestly, with God helping us, oh my God, the day I found out about the gender of this baby, so getting pregnant was one thing, like, okay, I'm pregnant. When I found out I was pregnant, I just knew in my heart that she's a baby girl. And I had my best friend Emmanuel. He did a photo shoot for me, my husband, and our son while we were in Nigeria, and he did a photo shoot dressing my husband and my son in blue. Even when I told him that it should be pink, he's like, I had a dream you're having a boy. I said, no, I am having a girl. I kept on standing on my manifestation. I'm like, God has already told me over the years that I am having a girl for a second baby, because it didn't happen with my first baby. And we don't have a name for a boy. I kept on joking with my friend this way. I mean, I was literally just hoping in my heart. I was just grateful that God has blessed me with a child. And if this baby turns out to be a boy, because you can never know, right? Gender reveal is one thing, but you know the final gender of a baby when you have the baby in your arms in the hospital. If this baby turns out to be a boy, believe me, baby boy, we would love you so much. If you turn out to be a girl, we would love you so much. But for now, Mommy believes you're a baby girl. We cannot wait to have you in our arms. I also had a pastor who told me that I was having a baby boy, and I just received all the blessings. This was before knowing the baby's gender, and the whole time I kept on telling God in my heart that I want a baby girl. The day of the gender reveal, oh my God. I was literally like anxious to know the gender, and my gynecologist confirmed to me and my husband that we are having a baby girl. I said, now let's go to another hospital. So in 1 week time, we went to another hospital and they confirmed that it's a baby girl as well. I was literally so happy. Mind you, even before the gender reveal, I already got baby girl stuff, but I'm like, I'm just gonna do it a little bit and not so much until I confirm the gender. So immediately I confirmed the gender, I went all out. My journey has been literally amazing. I have been glowing. As you can see, I heard that baby girl pregnancy takes away from your beauty, and I just want to say to any pregnant woman or a woman who wants to be pregnant someday, don't listen to everything you read online. I consumed so much information online, and many of them were literally not true about baby girls. I read that when you have baby girls, you get a lot of acne. Okay, that may be true for so many women, but it's not true for all women. I didn't get any acne at all. My skin is glowing. I heard that with baby girls you get a lot of morning sickness. With my son, God, I didn't get one pregnancy symptoms. In fact, it was my first pregnancy, so my stomach didn't show as earlier as I wanted it to show. I think I started showing about 5 to 6 months pregnant. So the whole time where I had no stomach showing, I was literally panicking because I had no pregnancy symptoms, and having no pregnancy symptoms can seem like a good thing, meaning I was not throwing up, I didn't have sensitive smell, I was not irritated, I was not tired, I was very energetic and almost as normal as when I wasn't pregnant, and it scared me a lot. I visited the doctor a lot just to express this fear, and every time the doctor, she was like, you should be happy, so many women would want this. But I was literally scared because I just felt like a pregnant woman, you should have symptoms like throwing up and everything, and I consumed information online that says that if you don't have symptoms, early pregnancy symptoms, it's a sign of miscarriage. So it scared me with my first pregnancy. So with my second pregnancy, as usual, I didn't have any symptoms in the first trimester. I started showing around 4 months, 5 months. So I showed earlier, and immediately I started showing. I was so happy because I wanted this bomb. I'm gonna show you guys. I wanted this bomb like since forever. So both symptoms for both pregnancy, they've literally just been same. No morning sickness, I'm energetic, everything just feels so like I could do almost everything, except I can't eat my favorite food. This time around, I didn't panic a lot. I didn't consume information online because I knew better. But I'm so happy. Now let me show you guys my bump. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take the camera back a little bit so I can show you guys my bump. Let's see. It's been so amazing sharing my story with you guys, my testimony, my journey so far. And best believe it, guys, God is amazing and manifestation is real. If you seek to be a mom, I encourage you to keep manifesting. Choose your baby's gender, buy your baby some stuff, manifest any way manifestation is possible for you. We all have our own different manifestation routine. Manifest and ask God for exactly what you want. God can literally give you your heart's desire. I am so blessed to share this testimony with you all, and I hope that this video encourage you. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope to see you on another video. God bless you. Bye.